Okay, since the last video, I did exactly what I said I was going to do, and that is I replaced the placeholder text with actual questions. So, what is the capital of Germany? What is the capital of Mexico? What is the capital of France? What is the capital of Brazil? What is the capital of Cuba? Each value has to be surrounded by quotes and then a comma after the quote. That's about it as far as that. I put in the corresponding answers um, in the corresponding lists. So we'll just run this so you can see. So what is the capital of Germany? And I used all cities from the same country. And you can see it says correct. What is the capital of France? It says correct. Back to Germany. So I think I may have at least partially figured out what's going on with the clicking. When you create the box collider, it will fit to the original size. It does not automatically scale when text increases. So what you might want to do is you might want to increase the size of the box to begin with. So if you highlight all these and you click on edit, you can actually just grab that little dot and extend out the collider box if you want. So that might be all it takes to clear up the issue. Not 100% certain because it seems a little bit inconsistent, but that might explain it. Okay, so we have our questions, we have our answers. It acknowledges when you click on the right one, but only in the debug log. So now we want something really to display here. So we've already carved out an area for when something is right. So if you've selected an answer and that answer is equal to the predetermined correct answer, then do something. So we just need to replace this with what we really want to happen. So let's go ahead and create a new object. Actually, we'll just create a new one from scratch. And we'll call this result text. I'll give it a capital T to be consistent. It too will have a mesh text. And we'll put in test. It is character size 0.15. Font size 42. Let's use an Arial. We'll take that, move it down here. Now in this case, I think we're going to make the pivot point be the center and have it expand out left and right. If nothing else, that way you can see the difference. So the anchor, rather than being upper left, will be middle center. Now what we're going to do is we need to change this based on this correct answer. So let's create a transform object. So public transform result obj. So result object. So that script is attached to question text, and so that transform is there. So just drag and drop that, and now you can modify what that is. So results obj, there it is, dot get component. So we want to change the text mesh and we want to change the text attribute. We want it to be set. So if this is correct, then we'll just put correct for the moment. We'll come back and make additional changes. Just want to make sure this is working. So by default, it says test. We can get rid of that. So capital of Mexico City, capital Mexico is Mexico City, and it changed it to correct. So now you're actually getting in-game feedback and not just something in the debug log that only you would see. All right, so it's correct. Now we can throw in some excessive punctuation because why not? Add in a space, and then what we'll do is this. We'll do click next to continue. So now we will add another one. Call it next. Put it over here. Give it physics 2D. It also gets a box collider. It is also set to a trigger. And what we need to do is what triggers the new question and the new answers is this. So we need to set ran question -1 back to -1. And ran question is static. So that means we can do it from another script. So create C#, and we'll just call this next button. Click on next. Click on next button. And void. So outside of start and update, on, mouse, down. Again, case sensitive. And text control dot rand question equals -1. So that's what we'll use as the trigger, because at the very beginning, we set it to -1. We say if it's equal to -1, then go ahead and give it a value. Now we're going to set it back to -1, which is going to reset that. So that should work if I haven't forgotten anything. So we're going to click. There you go. And now you can just cycle, and that's really just about it. I can add some bells and whistles if you want. I can add some extra flourishes, but now it's just it's really just building on that. The one major addition that I can think of is, as you can see, it's just going to randomly go through these. What you can do is you can group these into categories. And what you do is, right now, these are constants. You could replace these with variables. And so what you do is you create a selection screen that says, what topic do you want? And based on the topic, the upper and lower, or the lower and upper range will be set. So I'll do that in one more video. So we'll do one more video. I'll add a selection screen where you can choose a topic. And that's what's going to happen, is that the topic basically creates a range so as that you you can choose what category you want, and it works because what you do is you keep similar questions within a certain range. All right, so that should do it for this video, and we'll do that in the next.